And he's an animal when he digs in, and he'll fight until he drops.
What round do you think, or distance?
I think it's going to be a distance job.
I could actually see him boxing his head off towards end up fight, to be fair.
What am I saying? No, I've changed my mind. I'm doing it right now. I'm changing because... Sheffield, the place to be this weekend.
Yeah.
Sheffield Arena, Dave Allen against Mahmudov.
Yeah, I can't wait.
Have you seen the size of him? 6'6".
Is it? That is big.
They did a presser. I think it was outside of Peace Gardens. So Dave's looking up at him.
How tall's Dave?
Dave's about 6'3".
Okay.
But he's
not
a big.
Small then.
Yeah, he's not small, but he looked up at my man.
Yeah.
And it was like watching a really uncomfortable date just go wrong because Dave's trying to say, what language do you speak? And he's saying, what? And do you speak German? What? Do you speak? And so it was just lost in translation. Yeah. But Dave's really relaxed. He's really laid back. He's really...
Dave's looking in amazing shape. I think personally, it just seems to be in so much of a better place. I mean, I only know him because of his career and what I've seen in boxing. And like a few years ago, he was there and he was on it, but he was... I think physically he wasn't as on it as he is now. I think after the Fisher fights has really boosted his confidence, and I think he's probably realised his own ability through those fights, and now it looks like he's in the best shape of his life. This fight should be amazing.
Dave's a tough kid. And like you, I look at him and think, you know what, you're in great shape. Best shape I've seen him for quite a while. And a few years ago, I tell everybody, I said, this boy should jack in, he's getting hit too often. So something has switched, something has... where he's kind of committed himself physically, mentally, emotionally. I don't know what it is. I know he's training with Jamie over there in Manchester, but he just looks better. But I do think with Dave, if you sleep on him, if you think it's a piece of cake because he looks like he's got his old fat dad body going on. But he plays on that. He did a bit of modelling some underpants, didn't he? Yeah, he did. I thought, yeah, Dave, go on.
He's in great shape. It seems like his mind's in the right place. It seems like he's really up for this fight. And also, Dave Allen, he's got, I feel like he's got one way of fighting. And throughout the whole fight, however many rounds it is, that's what he's doing. He's not trying to come in with these big, massive punches. He's trying to outbox.
And that's the problem. So when you see that, if you're watching it from the outside and you think, is that all he's got? But it's very successful because it's consistent. It doesn't go high, it doesn't go low. The pace stays exactly the same, but consistent, and he's strong with it as well. So, and I know Mahmudov starts off fast. I think, unless he catches Dave, and it's got to be a hell of a shellacking shot, unless he catches Dave, he's going to blow himself out. Because Dave will be consistently in your face. He's like he's on a...
I think he's just going to try and walk him down.
It's like he's on a kamikaze mission, Dave. You think, no matter what you do to me, I'm coming for you. I'm not leaving you.
And he's a good boxer. He's got a boxing head. He knows how to use his body. He's a seasoned senior professional boxer. Do you know what I mean? He knows what to do. He knows what not to do. And I feel like Makhmudov is a big German or wherever he's from, giant, who's just going to come forward, throw these straight punches, try and knock you out really early, hasn't got the tank to do all 12. But I feel like Dave's got it.
Well, Dave let the cat out of the bag and said if Makhmudov wins, he's lined up to fight AJ next.
Right, okay.
And I don't know if that's true or not. So he wants to mash up the party because whoever wins, they've got a big fight coming next. I don't think they put Dave in with AJ. Or maybe, Dave,
if he wins?
If he wins.
I heard Deontay Wilder if he wins.
Deontay Wilder is in a really good position, even though he's lost, even though that bubble's burst, because his name still has some value to the young guys coming through. You know, I think Moses Atam was a perfect opponent for him. Dave, good opponent for him. Derek Chisora, good opponent for him. So Wilder's in a great position to capitalise on what's left of the shell of him. But for Dave, I think this weekend, it can go one of two ways. If Mahmudov goes in and tries to rush him, he's going to blow himself up, and Dave will put it on him. Mahmudov's got to respect him and use his boxing ability to think, I've got to hold you off, make sure I'm strong and fit for this. But it'd be a good night. I gather Sheffield Arena sold out.
I feel like the winner of that would be a good for the winner of the Fraser Clark, Jamie TKV would be a good.
I don't know how that had happened though, Jamie TKV. I don't know how that happened because obviously...
Is there a belt on the line there?
Is it for a British title? I'm not sure, but it's on a BBC show. It's on the Boxer, and I think Boxer need to try and take care of their stable where the best shows, end up on their platform.
Yeah.
So with this happening here, there's a strong possibility if they lost purse bids, it wouldn't look good for Boxer losing purse bids and not putting the show on BBC and vice versa. So there may be a little politics.
Yeah, it gets into the politics. But that same night as the Jamie TKV, Fraser Clark is Fabio Wardley, Joseph Parker.
Another good fight.
Another great fight.
Good fight. And I know Frank Warren kicked off a bit about that, but I just thought, I don't think it touches the sides, if I'm honestly with you, because that fight is on BBC Two as well. You've got to pull through your grassroots fights coming through, but the BBC Two are only showing that, and I think chief support. Don't quote me on that.
Right. Yeah.
But when you've got to advertise and sell the undercard, you've got to sell the next crop of fighters coming through.
Yeah.
So I think the zone of a bit more established now in regards to pushing their product out to the masses. So we'll see how that goes.
Great to have it back on BBC though.
It is. It's good to be on terrestrial TV. It's good. I want to say a big thanks to our sponsors, BetGoodwin, for supporting that boxing show. Now, if you're interested in having a little flutter, or as I call it after my dad, Benji's Bets, BetGoodwin's the place to be. Check out BetGoodwin using the QR code on the screen. Bet £20 on boxing, get a £20 free bet with BetGoodwin. Minimum qualifying odds apply. Free bet expires within 7 days. UK and Irish customers only. 18 or over. Gambleaware.org. Full T&Cs apply. The other thing that made me smile, I sent them both a message, Eddie Hearn and Ben Whittaker.
Oh yeah, have you made up now? You and Eddie all right now?
I love Eddie. Eddie's all right. He's all right. But I loved the advert, and I thought only Eddie would have the bottle to actually do that.
Just scream down the phone.
He's got to be the best promoter out there because they took a clip out of the Maguire, Jerry Maguire film, and I thought it was funny. Yeah, I thought it was a great, cool.
I think Ben Whittaker definitely made that what it was. His character and his personality is perfect for that.
Yeah, but it was squeamish watching Eddie do it, which actually made it as well. But the deal itself, the announcement itself, I think is brilliant. Yeah. I think for the characters work perfectly. Yeah. I think Ben and Eddie are very colourful out there. They want to try something. They want to do something, and they said it was something we'd always looked on down the line. Yeah. And congratulated Ben on his move.
Yeah. Big fan of Ben. Great boxer. Yeah. I like his style. I like it when he starts to do his little bit of showboating. I do feel he only really does it when he knows he's got his opponent in a box, locked in. Yeah, I guess he's got once he feels like he's got the fight, that's when it can start to come out. Yeah. But
yeah, and I think Ben understands because he's very private. He has his family, has his people around him. He's a God-fearing young man, and he understands he has to play a character. So if you love him or hate him, that's his character. Yeah. And sometimes it crosses over the line where things get a little personal with him. I know he got a bit of stick when he boxed Liam afterwards because of the frustration that had gone out, and it just went a bit.
But again, it's silly. The character. It's like we were talking to when we were talking to Joe and Dave about the characters you create that can separate your personal life and your professional life. I think Ben's really got that character.
Got it down to a T. And in regards to Eddie's performance in that, I think, let me tell you, I've known Eddie since he was 11 years old. This guy's comfortable around black, brown, white, kings, queens, paupers, everything. He's very comfortable in his own skin. So the little script that he got, I bet initially thought, oh, shall we put it out? I'm glad he did because it shows just how relaxed and easy he is. He's not taking the piss. He's actually taking the piss out of himself.
Yeah, he's just having a laugh.
And I'm quite sure, I see Michael Richards and the other footballer, they've done something like that.
For the Baller League.
With the Baller League. And I laughed. That's where we come in. Now, you want me to be Debo. I'm not really happy about that.
Because you look like him.
So I think we do our own. On your doorstep, you, Dave Cordwell, will black his eye out, we'll get somebody else.
Need you on a bike.
And I'll get Alara's little pedal bag and come along and say it's Dave's.
Yeah, that's what we
And say it's Dave's. So watch this space, we're going to make our own little advert off Friday. That'll be fun.
I do want to say good luck to Dave Allen, the White Rhino, this weekend. I hope he smashes it. I hope he does it. If we're gonna what round do you think, or distance?
I think it's going to be a distance job, and I think maybe it's going to be a tight points win for Mahmudov.
You think?
I do.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna say a points win for Dave Allen, but I could actually see him boxing his head off towards end of fight, to be fair.
What am I saying? No, Dave Allen, I've changed my mind. I'm doing it right now. Because if he's going the distance, that means Dave has proper dug in.
Yeah.
And he's an animal when he digs in, and he'll fight until he drops. So I'm going Dave, points win.
Points win. I don't think Makhmudov can handle that for 12 rounds, to be honest. I think he's too big of a guy, and he needs to get the job done quick.
I think you can knock Dave out.
I think he can knock him out in the first 4. But after that, I think he's going to be too tired. Dave's too professional. He'll be able to get out of the way and he'll find them little gaps. He's just got to make them himself. But I think I'm saying Dave on points, if not before.
Okay, good luck, Dave Allen. Saturday at Sheffield Arena. You sort the place out. Make Sheffield proud. And even though you're a Doncaster boy, make Sheffield proud. Good luck, son.